Hey guys, it's Mickey T. Welcome to my iron farm, which requires absolutely zero redstone or iron to get started, and you can build it on day one. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button, and if you have any questions or any issues, leave them in the comments down below. Let's get into it. First, create your world. Locate a village. Proceed to take up all the beds. Once you've got all the beds, you're going to want to find somewhere relatively flat and open near the village, but not too far. I'm choosing here because it looks like there's no places lower than the ground level. And then before we begin, grab some wood. Got your wood, go ahead and craft a crafting table. In the crafting table, craft an oak boat, 4 oak trapdoors, and 6 oak slabs. Then what you're going to want to do is dig a 3 wide by 7 block deep hole, like so. This is the whole dugout. Now what you're going to want to do is choose a direction and dig a 3 by 3 room. Now we have a 3 by 3 room, place down 3 beds, making sure that the head is closest to the end. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your slabs and trapdoor. You're going to want to place down 2 slabs on the lower side, and then you're going to want to place a trapdoor there. Go ahead and open the trapdoor, stand in the block, and then close it. Now what you're going to want to do is dig forward 3 blocks. Now dig up 1 more block. And then what you're going to want to do is dig out in each direction, making sure to leave 1 block lower on the ceiling. Last but not least, place down your boat in the center of the room, and then go ahead and dig yourself out in a stairway at the back of the room. Now what you're going to want to do is place trapdoors over the hole. Come over to where you dug down, where you place the beds, making sure to put the pillow over the hole. Place down 3 beds. Then what you're going to want to do is stand next to the block where the head of the bed is. Then what you're going to want to do is dig out the block next to it. Dig 9 blocks in this direction. When you've dug out 9 blocks in that direction, go here, dig out 5. Then what you're going to want to do is dig out and leave in 8 blocks like so. Now you're going to want to dig down and making sure that it's 3 blocks deep. It should look like this when you're done. Now all that's left to do is just wait for the sun to go down and for a zombie to spawn. Now the sun is starting to go down, what you're going to want to do is try and lure 3 villagers onto the beds. They should walk over automatically if they're close enough, but if not, you can always place down a bed nearby and dig it up, and then they'll automatically path to that one. Like so. Then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and dig out 3 beds. It should fall down the hole, and then all you're going to want to do is cover it up. We haven't even got a zombie in yet, and it's already working. When you find a zombie, lure him over to the trapdoors that you made earlier. Try and get him to fall into the trapdoors without him getting out. Close the trapdoors and then walk over to the villagers, and he should path into the boat. Now we can make it daytime, and there we have it. We now have a working iron golem farm. Then all that's left is to just jump down and collect your loot. So if you'd like to upgrade this farm to be fully automatic, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need to make a bucket with some lava, you're going to need an axe, and then you're going to need to gather some wood. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make some planks. So using the iron that we've collected, you're going to want to make 2 buckets. You're going to want to make an oak fence gate, you're going to want to make some signs, and you're going to want to have some dirt and an iron hoe. Then what you're going to want to do is gather some water with your bucket. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build a collection point on the opposite side of where the zombie is. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is replace the floor with dirt. Now what you're going to want to do is stand in the corner on the side where you're going to build your collection point and hoe 4 blocks. Then you're going to want to place a water bucket down in the opposite corner. Should look something like this. Standing in the opposite corner of where you're going to want to build your collection point, hoe 4 blocks and place a bucket of water. This is to stop any iron golems spawning along this point to stop the farm from breaking. Next, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to build the method of killing iron golems that's going to be more effective than suffocating them. To do this is really easy. Just place down a sign, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place a sign here and here. And then what you're going to want to do is build a fence oak gate here. and then place a sign on top of it to stop it from burning. Now go ahead and place down your lava bucket in between these signs. Then the last thing to do is to just get rid of the dirt blocks. And there you have it. It's now fully automatic and the golems will die to the lava. There is one more thing we can do. If you want to go ahead and jump down, you can dig out this sign. You can dig out this block here. You can then go ahead and place a chest. Like so. Then you can go ahead and place a hopper going into a chest. And there you are. It will automatically collect iron. Then you can check your chest, grab your iron, and now you can just carry on playing your survival world as normal and you'll gather iron on the passive. And just to showcase its possibilities, I have now been AFK for 15 minutes. In just 15 minutes we've got a stack and 13 of iron, so that's about 300 iron per hour. Okay guys, that's how you make the farm. It's really easy, and I just wanted to identify some problems which you might run into, and here's how to solve them. So if, for example, you're finding that there's no iron golems spawning in your hole, make sure to check around and check underground, make sure that there's no caverns or anything underneath, because sometimes if there's an open cavern underneath, the iron golem will spawn there rather than in the farm. Make sure that you've also terraformed the area around the farm a little bit so that it's relatively flat. As you can see here, I was having a few iron golems spawn in here, so you do need to kind of make sure that in a sort of maybe 15 by 15 radius that the world is flat and that the lowest point near the villagers is the farm and nowhere else, so that the iron golem can spawn nowhere else. If you're finding, like I did, that the zombie is disappearing after a day or two, that's probably because what's happening is the iron golem is spawning inside that room. In order to combat that, all you got to do is just place down some slabs on either side of the boat and that will combat that. That should fix most of the issues in this farm. If you've got any other issues, leave them in the comment and I'll try and solve them. But that's it from me. Thank you once again.